How y'all doing? Redneck Programmer here. So we're on video 14 now. The last video we created a log file. We instead of printing out our exceptions and printing out our errors, we now write that to a log file so we don't have to worry about our console being cluttered up. Gives us kind of a history as well as problems that have happened. But we're getting back into it, so let's do this. So we're writing our log file here. But there's one little problem that we're having. It's really bad coding conventions to put all this stuff like this in your main file. You know, we got one file that our entire program runs in. And that clutters stuff up. So what we want to do is break this method out into its own class file, right? Get it out of main. So let's do that. So we got our main package here, com.practice. We can change all these names, of course. So what we need to do is we need to create a new class file. Now what are we going to name it? Well, this is calculate BAC, right? So let's call this calculate BAC. All right? And let's change the name of this to get calculate BAC, because that's what it's doing. It's getting the value we need. Of course, we need to change it up here where we're calling it. Notice it gives us what we're looking for here. Thanks, but no thanks there, IntelliJ. So now then we can take this, right? And now we have a class called calculate BAC. Let's just put it in there. So how do we use this? Well, we use it like we use any of the libraries that we have. Let's go back to main. Notice up here, when we want to use the scanner, we have to create a scanner object, name it, and then that instantiates a new scanner object. Same with logger, same with file handler, same with our variables. So what we need to do is we just need to do that now for our calculate BAC. So where are we going to do that at? Well, first, let's get rid of this, right? Because it's not here anymore. So we don't need it. And notice this turns red because, well, it's saying, hey, I can't find it, but it already sees the file it's in. Right? So what we can do, click on more actions, import static method, get calculate BAC. Right there. So what it's done is it's imported that static class file. Now how do we use it? Well, it's imported it, but what we could do is instead of doing this, we instantiate it like this. So we say calculate BAC, it autofills it. We can say get, well, we'll call it calculate BAC, lowercase c, equals new, just like you're instantiating anything else. Right? Now then, if we wanted, we could do that dot get calculate BAC. Look at there. And now then, we can get, we don't even have to use this. So that gets us into another topic, okay? There are primarily three types of methods. There can be different kinds of classes. There's public, protected, private. Those are the main ones, all right? So right here on Stack Overflow, we've got some pretty good explanations. A private member is only accessible within the same class as it's declared. Right? Well, what does that mean? Let's check it out. So notice this get alcohol percentage is public. Well, that means I could call it over here, right? So let's say I wanted to instantiate a new one. I'd say main equals new main. Well, that's not very good, but it is an example. Main dot, what was it? Get alcohol percentage. And looky there. And then we pass it a drink, which is just looking for a string. So then if we created a string and called it drink and just instantiated it, we can put that right there, initialize it to null. And notice this works. Okay, I mean, drink is nothing right now, but we could actually call this even though it is in the main class. And the reason is, it's public. Okay? Well, what if I changed that to protected? Would it still work? Yeah, it still works. Why does it still work? Well, let's look at it. Protected member is accessible within all classes in the same package and within the subclass in other packages. What does that mean? Well, notice we have com.practice. That's a package. Our main and our calculate BAC are both in that package. So that means anything in this package can access this protected method. Now, if I created a new package, then it wouldn't be able to access it. All right. So what about private? Okay. Well, now then this doesn't work. And why is that? Let's look at it. Private is only accessible in the same class it's declared. So that means that I can only use this private method right here in main. Now if I moved it over here to this one, watch this. Cut that. I'll paste it right here. All right. I don't even have to instantiate it. Look at this. It works now. It's even though it's private, it has to be in the class. All right. But we're not going to put that in there. Let's go ahead and create another new one, because let's get one for the alcohol percentage. Now then we'll put that in here. And when we want to call that, we need to instantiate it. So let's put it, I don't know, let's put it right here. We could import it. But let's go ahead and instantiate it. Alcohol percentage. I'm not going to import it. I'm going to instantiate it. So alcohol percentage. Well, it's saying alcohol percentage 1. Why is it saying that? Well, I have a variable up here named that. You can't have you can't have two variables with the same name, right? And you can't have two instances of a method or class with the same name. So we'll just call this percentage now. Percentage. Now let's go ahead and instantiate that. Hit that. Put it right there. Dot. Save. Now then, let's see. Where's it at? Pop it up. There you go. It's right there. It's a private method. Well, that ain't gonna work, is it? So let's go over here. Let's make it protected so that it can only be used within this package. Go back to main, and it's fixed. So that's how you break stuff apart into multiple class files. Oh, it's still saying main's broken. Hold on, y'all. What's the problem? What's the problem? Y'all see it? Let's build it. See if it'll tell us. Oh, there it is. Right there. Remember we changed this. Percentage. All right. Now everything's happy. Okay. So that's how you break methods into their own class files. That's the difference between public, private, and protected. So next time we're going to look at creating a Java doc and how we can use that. Bye, y'all.